I just made the mistake of turning up the volume on Cnbc, what we call the Contrarian News Bubble Channel. And I heard the Slow Money Boys talking on, I think it was the Alta Lunch Power Hour, discussing whether or not we are in a Trump bubble. This is a chart of the Dow. This is November. We moved from 17,000 to where we are today, 3 or 4,000 points, almost straight up. And they want to know, they're just asking the question now, whether or not we're in a bubble. When for the last 10 years, they've been touting, and selling you stock. I'm here to remind you, CNBC, selling you stock. Why now? I ask. Better yet, have you ask. Why now are they asking about a bubble? I want to offer some perspective. Let me change this chart from a daily to a weekly. And let's go back 10 years. But I've got to crunch this down. And I want to show you something, folks. Oops. Let's do it from here. This is 09. Almost 8 or 9 years ago now. They want to know whether this little move from here to here is a Trump bubble. What about all this? If you didn't buy stocks down here, or here, or here, or here, or here, and you're buying them now because, Warren Buffett just bought Apple, let's look at the NQ. Are you kidding me? I can't even draw a trend line. This is straight up. If it goes any straighter, it's probably going to fall over backwards. Anybody and everybody who bought a stock from yesterday's close, going back to here, going back 200 years of this country, is a genius. Do you think that is sustainable? So now the network, the media that has pumped this Federal Reserve bubble to stratospheric heights, they're asking now whether or not this is a Trump bubble. And you know something? Donald's not too smart. He may be a good real estate developer, but he's just taken ownership of this. So when this thing craps out, and I'm not talking falling from here to here, I'm talking about coming down into here someplace where markets usually retrace about 50%. Who do you think they're going to blame? Think they're going to blame Obama? You think they're going to blame the Federal Reserve? Yellen, Bernanke, Geithner, any of those people? Or do you think they're going to blame the Donald? Instituting Hooverism. It's coming, folks. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. Look at this. Straight up. How about the Russell? Straight up. I'm Bagadon at StockMarketCaddy.com, just doing a little PSA for perspective. No PEs, no indicators, just a little common sense. Feel free to follow us. Better yet, get an education. Try subscribing to us for a month or two. We trade these markets day in, day out for a living. StockMarketCaddy.com.